Hockenos. I'm a painter here in the Bay Area, and I'm the creator of Night Fishing, which is an immersive art, food, and music event. I grew up in a very small community of a lot of artists in West Marin, and my dad is a painter and my mother was a photographer and did a lot of embroidery and fiber art. The town I grew up in is a town called Marshall, which is population 50. It's kind of like a pearl necklace of all of these towns strung along Highway 1. And so growing up, despite being in a very rural environment, no television, no cell phones, pretty nature-based, we could go to the MoMA for the afternoon anytime very easily. So it's a really interesting combination of those two things. Working on night fishing in particular has really led me to tap back into creativity that I sort of moved away from while I was focusing on more formal painting practice. This project was majorly influenced by the care growing up that all of our parents and elders kind of put into creating a really magical experience. And I think that having a multi-generational world is really special and pretty unique. The food that we serve for night fishing is mostly based on producers who I know from the area where I grew up. And I thought about what was in season and just what I thought would be really good imagery during the meal and what seemed kind of painterly and what visually I really like. A lot of times people who aren't really comfortable in the art world don't know how they're supposed to respond to art, and it can be very intimidating. Food is something that everyone knows how to do. Eating a meal and enjoying a meal, we're born knowing how to do that. And so you kind of disarm them with something super familiar, and then you give them the art and the music and the performance. Just by being present, they're participating. I had this visual experience, and then the food also was, taste experience. It didn't occur to me that that was unique for a lot of these people until they would marvel at it. When they enter the space and they come through the hallway, they're excited and there's anticipatory energy, but they're still a little bit stiff and they don't know what to expect, and they're a little bit nervous because I think of not knowing and the fear of having to participate. And when they leave, it's just everyone's friends and they're relaxed and they're full and they've just been stimulated in all of these ways. And it's different people who leave than who came in. I think there's something to be said for being a fine artist and a painter, which is a very kind of formal medium, but to also have this whole kind of other outlet. People will often either be painters or they're sculptors or they do theater. I think there's something really special for me about having the liberty to do both. The two are only made better for the existence of the other.